There we go. Oh, good. Excellent. I'm almost starting to get the hang of this, like, by now. And switch off of standby. Hey! Damn it. So, almost perfect. Forgot my light in the back. Hold on. There we go. I mean, after all, you can't stream without having some sort of slightly obnoxious neon something in the background, right? I thought that's the rule. All right, so I still have the last round of this fight to go, and I looked up some tips on it, and it basically was like, be better. So hopefully only the first minute or couple minutes of this stream will be me trying to finish this fight. We'll find out. Howdy to Emma first. You beat Squeak Mouse here today, and you also beat R2 the Icky here. Calling me out, R2, for being late as usual. Again, I should just start scheduling things 15 minutes after I plan on it, and then start early, occasionally. Maybe I'll learn eventually. Let's try this.
Good, you're back. I was about to start looking for you. Are you ready to fight? The crowd is eager to see another victory.
Oh, you remember Tony's channel now. Awesome. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's streaming now, so if you got to jump back and forth, no worries about that. That's kind of the nature of the game. Whenever you start getting into streaming, is eventually you will end up opposite of one of your friends doing their own live stream, so I don't begrudge him at all for that. The guy makes excellent content. He's very talented, so. All right, let's just jump in. Let's just do this.
Go down to the ring then. I'll be right there. This is a glory proving,
stream of phone
fought
goes
under
off.
the eyes of the
Turn that
paragons
down.
of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. Only 2 warriors remain, fighting for his royal cousin Balin. Piotr Iduken has led his team to triumph over every unit so far.
Oh, he's streaming much later. Okay.
Challenging him on behalf of Lord
I never really
Harriman,
know when he's streaming,
the
because
Grey
sometimes it's at a
Warden
much earlier
has
start,
risen from
sometimes it's
nothing
really late.
to stand at the competition summit. Each will lead a full unit of 4 soldiers to see once and for all whom the ancestors favor.
You fight well, but your judgment is questionable.
Oh, that's right.
Throne will
I've
never
kind of
be
lost
ours.
track of my days this week. It's been a very weird week for me. So yeah, he definitely, I forgot. He'll be on after Doomcock. Yeah, shut up and fight, you short guys who have kicked my ass several times.
Last one standing will be declared victor. Fight!
Howdy, David. Welcome.
Enemies.
All right. Okay. So I need to. This guy, then this guy, then this guy. So everyone. Attack this dude. This dude. This dude. Just gotta focus. Alright, now we need to go after this guy. That. Actually, you need a heal. Oof, and I don't have very many. Lesser. Ow, rude.
You cannot win.
Okay. Progress. We're making progress. Can he do it first try? Probably not. I just doomed myself. Okay, this guy, you're already attacking him, good. This guy.
I am ready.
do pocket sand. Oh, just lost Alistair. Great. Okay, not great. Let's go ahead and throw some Viola acid at my feet. Okay. I forgot this dude can one-hit me.
Now we go into battle.
Almost pocket sand him. Run. Pinning shot. Okay. Oh, I'm out of most things. Okay. Morgan, make some space. Win.
Your orders?
Oh, you're stunned. Great.
I am armed.
Another acolyte.
Okay. Run. Damn it. Okay. Can I do this with just my two mages? Spider mode. This is probably a bad move, but I'm doing it. Yeah, I'm not doing nearly enough damage. Okay, we're gonna redo this, aren't we? Alright. Not the first go. See? Doomed myself. Okay. The thing I did forget to do before I started this stream is redo Morgan's tactics. So she's still support healing. Wynn is healing. Alistair is tanking. So I'm really the only damage dealing. Wynn and Morgan still do a little bit, but that's not their focus. So I think that's probably what is giving me some difficulty here.
Good, you're back. I was about to start looking for you.
Yes,
Are you ready
we've
to
heard
fight?
this all before,
The crowd
dude.
is eager to see another. Shall he?
You fight well, but your judgment is questionable.
Last one
Let's
standing
do
will
this.
be declared victor. Fight!
What if I don't want my name to be Victor? He said, probably having made that joke previously in the last stream. Okay, you are... Okay, we need to go with... Threaten... Okay. Threaten. And shield wall. Attack. Attack. And make some space. Great.
Now we get our hands dirty.
Okay. Oh. You already need a heal.
At your order.
You focus on that guy. I'm going to focus on this guy. Ow, rude.
I shall do it. We must fight. Let us do it quickly.
Take him out, take him out, take him out. Okay, good, 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 good. This guy almost dead. Great. Maybe not looking good, but looking better. I'll take it. This is... encumbers the target with temporary penalty to attack. Yeah, do that.
I shall do it.
Cross me and you shall pay!
Monitoring Alistair's health.
It is begun.
26 of these left. Put those back. Switch to poison. Yeah, let's do that.
You will learn to fear me! It is your time to die!
Keep your defense up, buddy.
Shall we then?
Ooh, that hurt. Drink, drink, drink. That might save you. I really want to spend a good one because that you're probably dead anyway.
Now we go into battle.
There is no glory in bloodshed. Most excellent.
The winner is the Grey Warden!
Only twice. Only took me
Congratulations!
twice.
You defeated the man Prince Trian himself once called the Horns of my army. Do you deny this Grey Warden has earned the championship? Then it is my honor to declare this Grey Warden champion of the Proving, who has shown that the ancestors favor Lord Heremont.
Now, looking into some of the tactics that I could employ here before I realized it was just be better. You show up here as a dwarf, whole thing plays out differently. And I think I want to go through this again as a dwarf character and as a elf character. Because I think there's enough differences here that I actually would really enjoy that. May the assembly heed the ancestors and choose Harrowmont, he says as he pushes number 2.
The ancestors speak through you. Congratulations, Warden.
Good job, guys. All right, moving on. Okay, so what's next after that? Because I completely forgot where that leads me. I guess I have to go back to Lord Harrowmont. That is... I think back in the central area.
Congratulations and well fought. My cousin was wise to choose you.
All right, you know, I thought you'd be like, oh, thank you for restoring my honor and give me something, but now. Where do I go from here? Where was it? Nope. Nope. He was in the Diamond Quarter, wasn't he? Let's check either Figors or Tapsters. Replenish my healing items.
I have a wonder, Alistair, if you will indulge me.
Do I have a choice?
Of the two of you that remain, are you not the senior Grey Warden here? I
No,
find it
Morgan,
curious
don't
that you
be
allow
like
another
that.
to lead while you follow.
You find that curious, do you?
In fact, you defer to a new...
Morgan, I used to like you. Let's see, what am I here?
This is all I have right now. I could get more if I sell something.
Well, well, looks like we have a visitor. Friend of yours?
Is there a problem here, friend? Are these men threatening you?
Please, don't get involved with this. You don't know what they're like.
Then allow me to make some introductions. These are dangerous times in Orzammar, stranger. Lucky us, the merciful Jarvia is offering protection from the chaos. You're wearing some fancy stuff there. Might make you a target. So if you want the Carta's guarantee of safety, it's yours for the reasonable price of 10 gold sovereigns. Or I can't say what might happen.
Is it because it's difficult for you to pronounce? Is that why you can't say? Take a good look. Do you really want to start? Look, I just fought through the proving. Do you really want to start a fight?
Whoa, whoa. All right, you win. I'm not gonna die for 10 lousy sovereigns.
That's what I thought.
Ancestors, bless you for saving my poor store. I don't know how to express my gratitude.
I don't expect see how to express my gratitude. I could just like poke around and take some stuff. What do you know about this Jarvia?
I'm showing you the lowest prices I can
I
afford,
hit the
I
wrong
assure
key.
you.
Technically, I hit both of them, but damn it. All right, well, we're here. Might as well. Basic daggers, get rid of those. Even the Viridium, because... Ooh, maybe not. Need to check with what's her face. You longbow. Just want to clear out some things. I mean, I can never get rid of Morgan's robes because you guys know why. It's 2 reasons. Shiver, Charm of Flame. Let's buy some healing. Should still be able to make some, right? Just go ahead and buy a couple. They're stupid cheap anyway. Ooh, I forgot. Do you have a backpack that I haven't gotten yet? Maybe not. All right, moving on. What about this?
Ancestors,
What about this
bless
guy?
you for saving my poor store. I don't know how to express my gratitude. I've never met her, of course. They say she never leaves Dusttown. That's the older area of the city where the casteless congregate. She's
I'm
the one
familiar.
directing this depravity. Since good King Endrin died, they're getting bolder. They used to be a problem only in Dusttown, but now they're in the commons, shaking honest men down for coin.
What do you know about her Carta?
A band of casteless thugs. They're to blame for all the crime in Orzammar these days. They're criminals, and the children of criminals. The ancestors themselves declared them irredeemable.
As I awkwardly reply to a message on my phone. She work, get sailed, and children as well. Yeah. What about their kids?
Their births are abominations. They were born from no Kalna, with no acknowledgement by the Shapers. They are destined to be criminals. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm grateful for your help, but I don't think we have any more to talk about.
Yeah. Sorry, folks. Something that normally happens on Saturday is happening today that just happened to be happening right now. Nobody cares. They just want me to stop typing and play the game. Yeah, and yeah, we're gonna go with that. Yeah. All right. Done. Steven, stop typing on your phone. All right, to the Diamond Quarter. Here, one of the things.
The deep roads
Where
are
is it?
home to the Darkspawn now. Oddly, they're supposed to be safer to travel during a blight.
I heard it. It was squeaking. Where is it? There it is. Get over here, you weird-looking naked rat. Ooh. Hang on. Am I in the right spot? I'm not. That's why that looks different. Diamond Core. There we go. Only slightly lost. I figured it out. Where is this dude again? I just... House Harrowmont. There we go. Alright, please don't... Wait. Am I at the wrong spot? I am at the wrong door. Start that over again. Please don't make me regret making you the victor. Please. Can I just go see him, or do I have to talk to the butler first? It's down here. I didn't look for it. Alright, let's go snooping before we go back to that guy. Tercy? Hi.
You must be under great strain with the blight upon the land. I will pray to the stone for you.
I am strained with blight. Yes, I suppose. Oh, everybody look away. Just gonna take that. Ooh. What do we have here? Hold on. There's... Of course it's insufficient skill. Alright, let's do what we came here for.
These are the personal apartments of High General Lord Harrowmont. No visitors.
Do I have to talk to the butler?
If you're looking for Lord Dulin Forender, you'll find him at Tapsters, taking his evening drink.
Okay, well, so if I'm not supposed to come here to talk to this guy. Meet his representative, Dulan Furinder, in Tapster's Tavern. Okay. I mean, just like any revolution, it all revolves around the bar. Which actually, if you look into history, is kind of an accurate statement.
A new offensive is required against the Darkspawn, says Lord Balin.
Wait, am I going the right way? Oh, I'm still in the Diamond District, that's right. I need to go back to the Commons.
News of the hour. Lord Balin promises radical changes that will offend the...
You have come at a difficult time. Orzammar is ailing for want of a king.
I know it's the evening when people are actually out doing stuff and saying things, but every time I feel like every time I'm on stream, that's when my phone starts blowing up. Just seems to always be the way. All right, tavern all the way to the other side. Hopefully my internet won't take a shit tonight like it did yesterday and just quit and make YouTube stop my stream. Wait. Am I lost again? I can't be lost again already. Yep, I am. Yeah. It's right here. Yeah, the really annoying part about yesterday's stream was my internet dropped out. And OBS kept trying to reconnect and reconnect and reconnect. And I kid you not, 9 seconds after YouTube said your stream has ended, I reconnected. Thank you. My wonderful internet provider. All right, Dulan, that's right. Hey, Dulan, buddy.
I can't take it.
Atrosvala, champion.
Do I need a
I hear
hug?
your
You know,
performance in
R2,
the
I could
proving
use a
was
hug.
nothing short of amazing. I must thank you for bringing both Baisel and Guidon back into the fight.
I bet you
His
give
lordship
good hugs,
was touched
R2.
to see his old friends stand for him. There can no longer be any doubt where your sympathies lie. If you're ready, Lord Harrowmont will see you now.
Lead the way. There's probably some things to do here that I'm missing, but... Ooh. No, I have some things, a few more things to do first.
Join me here when
because
you're ready to
there is that, there's that quest where we go down, like into the depths where the Darkspawn are. I should probably do that first. Two says, I do a big teddy bear. All right, let's go do that first. And then we'll come back and hug R2. I mean, talk to Lord Harrowmont.
It has begun.
So it was, what was it? It was, okay, I have to go to the circle to talk to them for this person. Establish a chantry. Shaper of memories in his behalf. Shaper can found in the noble quarter. Okay. Let's do that. This is the one Yeah, this is the one where we go down into the, like, deep dark. Drums. Drums in the deep. And why can't I move? Because it's paused. God damn it. I accidentally hit the space button. I'm such a dummy. Okay, the Noble Quarter. Alright, let's go to Diamond Quarter first. Might have to go to the next spot from there. So, yep, this way. You know, they've done enough lore into this, dumped enough lore into this game that I have to assume that there's actually an alphabet that would translate into. I just haven't looked it up, so anyway, never mind. My interest was peaked, and now it's gone. Any more luck with the car? Man, I basically just ignored the car today. I didn't have it in me to deal with that. Instead of doing a few hours on the car today, I'm going to do more hours on the car tomorrow.
Very well.
I was momentarily, because how the way it works, okay, nobody actually cares what I'm saying anyway. The air filter, like the air box is here. There's a semi-flexible hose that goes over the top of the engine to the back. Then there's this metal hose pipe that goes to the turbo, connects directly to where it intakes the air. That's what I removed yesterday, and I was a little bit worried once I got down there that it wasn't actually the turbo, because I could get in there and kind of spin it. Well, it still feels good, but after doing a little bit more research online, I was able to find the exact sound that I heard that confirms is a bad turbo. So I'm a little bit more confident in going in there and just disassembling everything, because it's a little bit intimidating when you don't know what you're exactly what the problem is in your vehicle, and so you just start pulling things apart and hoping you can find it. And then you get down to it and find out that maybe it wasn't what it was, and you spent X number of hours and all this effort and scrape knuckles and everything trying to figure out what it was. So I'm a little bit more confident now, but there is still a decent amount of work. So I have to disconnect the... Okay, it's the input. I have to disconnect the exhaust from the turbo from two ends, and the wastegate. At some point, my coolant for my engine will tie into there as well. And some of those bolts are known for being very brittle and just breaking off the heads of them. So I'm very worried I'm going to break the head off a bolt that I won't be able to fix without having to remove the engine in order to fix. So that, you know, that's the story of my engine, like my engine troubles right now. So, Andy Pickle, the power of the beard. How you doing, man? Thanks for dropping in and hearing me lament about my car troubles. Do you even need a turbo? I technically don't need a pancreas. If your engine is tuned for a turbo, then yes, you do need a turbo. Because the engine is expecting that extra input of air to time the ignition and fuel and everything like that. That's one of the reasons I could figure out that's what it was, is because when it started dying, I started losing some power in my motor. Alright, you're just nobody. Okay. And that's kind of the mentality that some people have told me. It's like, yo, you don't need a turbo on these little 4-cylinders. I'm like, yeah, but dang it, that's what makes a little small 4-cylinder fun to drive. It's like they're inherently underpowered, and the turbo is the only thing that makes them kind of have any get up and go. That's my god, make box fans. Just tape a big old box fan. Just replace my hood, put a big old box fan there.
Take from the memories.
What's going on here? All right. What do you got, buddy?
Warden, I'm outraged. A thief in the Shapered. What have we been reduced to?
Apparently a victim of a thief. Of the Shapered.
I did. He was bald, with the most garish brand across his head. Almost like he took pride in being castless. Imagine. He's probably in the slums somewhere. As if he'd find a buyer for a stolen tome in Dusttown. They couldn't know the value.
Andy Pickle says those transmission lines are persnickety because they are hard metal, pre-twisted to shape and easy to grease. Coolant lines to the transmission. Yeah. Man, I've got marks all over me right now. Just I made the joke on X about how just tired I was today. When I most of today I could feel my pulse in my forearms, my shoulders and everything. And that one guy said, like, yeah, I've never so tired as I am after working on my car. It's like, yeah, there's no gym routine for working on a vehicle. There's no muscle combination that you can work out anywhere that makes up for laying in a weird position and trying to bend your arm in like 4 different ways it's not supposed to reach a bolt that you can't see and only use 2 fingers to actually try to get it off of there. Insert masturbation joke. Thank you, R2. Those muscles are easy to work out. But yeah, all the other stuff around that turbo and everything I'm worried about because it's all frame and body work. Basically, I'm replacing something that's not intended to be replaced without removing the engine. So it is a lot more difficult than it would be if somebody was to actually do it properly in a mechanic shop with either a lift or, you know, engine hoist.
Oh, pardon me. Were you looking for a particular volume? Not
Yes,
that
I
could
prefer
really help.
77s.
Don't
It's
know
loud
the
but not too
libraries very
loud.
well. I'm just doing some research.
You said volume. Sounds important. But
Not exactly, but I'm looking for any birth records from the old Orton Tig. It fell in the last blight, and my mother's family claims to be related. If I'm an Orton, it means I'm noble. I'd have my own house, a seat in the assembly. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the Tig's ruins, somewhere in the deep roads.
Ooh, so we're still going into the deep roads. Okay. Yeah, I'm a Grey Warden. I'm not afraid of the deep roads, he said, trembling and his hand shaking.
A Grey Warden? Mother always said that if anyone could find the Tig, it was the Wardens. I hear Prince Balin and Lord Harrowmont have both been sending out small teams these days. Yes, if you can find the Tig in any records, that could do it. That could prove I'm a noble. If you could. Maybe now that you're looking. It's almost too much to hope.
Probably shouldn't. Andy Pickle says working on a transverse front wheel drive on a van, best off dropping the frame. Yeah. There's a lot of things that ideally I would do to make this easier. It's especially frustrating because the jack I have a small, it's a Hyundai Veloster. It's a small little car. The jack I have can't raise my car enough to get the jack stands under there to a nice height. So I had to pull out the actual part of the jack stand that you can adjust the height on, and it's just resting on the jack stand. Which means that my car is both slightly too tall to easily work from the top and slightly too low to comfortably work from the bottom. So everything about the job sucks. Everything about it sucks. Sorry, R2, look what you got me started on. Try not to bitch and moan about my car problems, but here I am. Does that girl keep telling you she had no balls? I don't even know. I don't know. All right, Shaper. I was supposed to talk to you about something. I'm sure I'm going to remember as soon as I right-click on you.
When I last walked this hall, Endrin was king and Orzammar was at peace. The memories often speak of the swiftness with which change overtakes us. But it is different to see it firsthand. I apologize, Warden. I should not burden a stranger with such thoughts. I am Zebor, the Shaper of Memories.
Much like I shouldn't burden my stream with my car troubles. All right, how do you know who I am? I just won the... Yeah, of course he knows who I am. But I'm going to be humble. How do you know who I am?
The Grey Warden's visit has been recorded in the memories, along with all who accompany you.
Great. Morgan's probably not going to like having her record recorded, or her presence recorded. Okay. Yeah, let's ask permission to open the chantry.
That is an odd request, especially for one so new to our city.
Yeah, I'm here on behalf of Brother Burgle, a cleric of Redcliffe. Ooh, no. One of Ozammar's own is returned to spread the chant. Okay, let's do that. Let's tie it to the locals. Better chance of success.
I thought so. This is not the first time he's made this plea. My answer to Brother Burkle hasn't changed. So I ask you the same. On what basis would you have me insult the ancestors and overturn 2,000 years of tradition?
The same thing I would say to most people when it comes to conflicts of religion. If they're wrong, it doesn't hurt you. And if they're right and you don't care, it doesn't hurt you. Sorry, it's a little bit of liberty coming through. See, Andy Pickle says, just ran a neighbor into town the other day. A friend in town working on a truck had jacked it up and dropped it onto a stump as jack stand. You know, there comes a time whenever you have to work on your own shit. If it works, it works. I mean, what is it? Mike Rose said, like, the thing he said with the dirty jobs, it was safety third, is first, the job has to get done. Second, it has to get done on time. And the third, you can worry about safety. And sometimes you just got to prop up your truck on a stump. All right, chantries, charities could greatly aid Orzammar. What harm would it do to let it preach? Would you rather wait for a human army to convert you? Let's do the charities thing.
What sort of charities do you mean?
The chantry cares for widows and orphans, could provide work for the casteless, educate children of all castes. Okay. Widows and orphans, that applies to all the castes. Provide work for the casteless. I don't know his view on the casteless. Let's do cares for widows and orphans. Yeah.
Traditionally, that is their extended family's responsibility, but sometimes people fall through the cracks. Very well, he may hold a prayer meeting as he requested, if not build a new temple to his god. At least the words would come from one of our own. Now, is there anything more?
All right. Progress. Have you ever played tabletop D&D? How much of this game is this game like it? One straight story or choose your own adventure. I'm mildly familiar with tabletop D&D. I've seen a couple of campaigns played through like YouTube stuff. My brother dabbled in being a dungeon master and was quickly screwed over by the fact that our other brother's girlfriend was basically she basically used her character's ability to make every NPC a friend and ended up having basically 20 other characters follow her around, so that didn't last long. Anyway, this is definitely more straight storyline, but from what I understand, since I can choose to be a dwarf character, once I show up in Orzammar here, everything plays out differently because I'm a dwarf character. So there's enough variation in there that I want to play through it at least 3 times. First, I'm playing it through as human right now, then as dwarf, and then as an elf. So I want to do those other 2 as well to see how things play out differently. But overall, I think it's pretty linear. I haven't gotten far enough into it to see how much the choices I make change the game. Yeah, he's got a nice beard. He definitely does. All right, bro, tell me some of Orzammar's history, and make it good, because otherwise I'm going to cut you off and just start skipping.
We were a great empire once, outnumbering even humans and elves. We traded with your Tevinter Imperium, and our land stretched as far in the deep roads as theirs did above. Kal Sharok was capital then, but we lost too many battles. We lost our golems, and we lost our territory. Now the Empire is simply ruined tunnels filled with Darkspawn.
That's where I'm going to go next. Welcome back, Emma. Honestly, I haven't done too much, so you haven't missed much. And he says, yeah, I read a campaign with the Enchantress player. Basically changed his alignment away from good as he was basically enslaving NPCs. Yeah, I think she was my brother's girlfriend, I think was like a bard or something, and would always, I don't care what she says she's playing, she is chaotic something. That's just the way it is. I don't know. I've played other board games with her. I can tell you, or tabletop games, she is definitely chaotic something. Emma says, where is Squeaka? I'm not sure exactly where Squeaka is. I haven't heard from her tonight. Maybe she'll pop up in a little while. It's a Friday night. People head out and they do other things. They got better things to do than to watch a bald guy play Dragon Age. Not to dismiss everyone who's here. Thank you very much. Charm person spell. Yeah, pretty much. It basically meant that my brother was running an entire crew of people every single place they go. So it progressed very slowly because he's having to roll for every single one of them. All right. How did you lose your golems?
The Paragon Caridon, a smith of unsurpassed genius, invented the golems. For years they were our weapon against the Darkspawn. One golem is worth 12 dwarves in battle, but Caridon's Tig is far into the deep roads. When it fell, we lost his secret to creating golems. There are books about it along these walls if you would read more.
You saying I don't read? Yeah, and he says, not bald, Harris succumbed to gravity. I've actually said that for years. It didn't fall out. It migrated. All right, what's this thing?
They are to us what a colony is to surfacers.
Okay, simple, to the point. Where is Kal Sharok? Okay, that's, what is it? It's Kal Sharok makes me think of, and I want to show my just geekdom here. Shout it out if you know what I'm talking about. Kal Sharok makes me think of Darmok and Jalad at Tanagra when the walls fell. If you know, you know, and if you don't, I'm just a nerd.
At the other side of the old empire. During the last blight, the kings of Orzammar knew they couldn't hold everything. They sealed the deep roads, abandoning everyone still trapped in far-flung settlements. It was the only way to survive. Kal Sharok is the only other city to outlast the blight. We only rediscovered them recently, and they still haven't forgiven us.
Okay, hold on. I'll get to that in a second, Andy. Don't say enough. Okay, enough history. Let's talk
I
about
will settle your
Orzammar.
mind if I can, Warden.
Next generation, next gen. So Star Trek Next Generation. What a cringe episode. I disagree. I love that episode. It is really awkward at points, but No, it's fine. It's fine. Kind of reminds me a little bit of that movie. Was it Dennis Quaid? I think. Was he in Enemy Mine? I don't know. Yeah, we don't need to go down my weird sci-fi fandom trail. All right. What's the difference between ancestor and a paragon? Yeah, let's get that one.
All dwarves who die return to the stone as ancestors, to guide their families forever. But only one every few generations rises to paragon. A paragon is a dwarf whose accomplishments change Orzammar so much that the Assembly recognizes they've been born blessed. They are venerated as living ancestors and found a new noble house forever bearing their name.
Oh, that does remind me. As far as different paths in this game, when you start the game, if you start as a human, you basically are restricted to a noble path, where you have your the son of royalty or the child of royalty. But if you choose elf or dwarf, you can choose different like roles in society. So there actually may be much more customability and replay here than I expect, especially considering how much in Orzammar we see that caste system affects how people are seen. I think it was the designer that ended up with the creature's mask word at cons. I have a complaint, says Andy. The dwarf's eyebrows are missing. Look. He's just a very pale dwarf who has very white eyebrows. And as a very pale man who will probably eventually have very white eyebrows, I'm a little bit insulted. But yes, they kind of look like they're missing. All right, are there any paragons in Orzammar now? I am dawdling and drawing this conversation out far too long.
There is one paragon of this generation, a woman named Branka. She was born a smith, but her inventions caught the Assembly's eye. Before she had seen 20 years, she created a smokeless coal. It could burn in a cave without vents and no one would choke from it. It earned her paragon status.
Where's she now?
She went into the deep roads 2 years ago seeking out secrets of the ancient smiths. She never returned.
Okay. Yeah, tell me about the caste system. How did it come to be?
According to our legends, 7 brothers founded our empire. The youngest, Bloadlik, was the wisest and was chosen king. His children formed the noble caste. The eldest, Giachet, trained his sons to defend their king. They became the warrior caste. Shotgyar founded the artisans. Orzatyar forged our first swords. It was Orzammar who dug the mines that became our city's foundations. The twins Koapar and Noct both founded trading houses, but Noct was wounded in battle. On his recovery, he swore to serve his brother's sons.
And the casteless. What about the casteless?
The casteless descend from criminals and those repudiated by their own families, or who chose to go to the surface and live by human laws. They have no ancestors to guide them.
If you go back far enough, aren't we all descended from
criminals? They should not
criminals?
have been born. Their parents defied their shame and brought cursed children into the world. It's better they die young.
I'm actually pretty certain on my mom's side that her family at one point was, see, her side, her dad's family, that branch was legitimate Texas outlaws, like horse riding criminals. I'm pretty certain. I actually think her uncle wrote a book about it. I may have just doxed myself. It's fine, whatever. Let's see. Andy Pickle, as an older man who every haircut I get asked if I want my eyebrows trimmed. I have to say that they missed an opportunity for some big caterpillar eyebrows. I think I'm probably going to end up there, my friend. I have seen some I have seen some serious caterpillar eyebrows. Like I've seen like a guy with he was a district manager at an old job. He had hairs in his eyebrows that were longer than some of the hair on my face at the time before I really started growing this out. The upper class, though criminal in action, avoid prosecution. That's true. That is true. Unfortunately, true. Seems easy for you to dismiss them.
Their births are not recorded in the memories. In Orzammar, they do not exist. Is there something more
That's
pleasant
a
you wish
dick
to
move,
discuss?
dude. So this is why I accidentally sided with the other guy who kind of wants to overthrow everything. Difference. Tell me. Go back to my first questions. Yeah, I forgot what my first questions were.
Please, speak your mind.
No, we're done here.
Your presence here has been recorded in the memories. I wish I knew what significance it has.
Okay, so we did the chantry. So I have to go back down and talk to him about that. Before I do, report of theft and shapewrit, use of bald head and garish tattoos. I'm sorry. This is not garish. From the slums, so back down to that area. Alright, let's go talk to those folks and then head down to the lower roads, I think is what it's called. Yeah.
As you say.
Down back to the commons. See, before I go to the commons, what else is down here? Okay, nothing. Never mind. Good to know. So the commons, then down to the slums, or I forget exactly what they're called. Talk to the priest. Then head down to the low roads. Yeah, that's good. Probably the best known D&D stream, Critical Role, has a pretty banging animation of their first campaign, Vox Machina. Critical Role was one of those that I always heard of. The one that I actually watched was partly because it's just so damn funny, and it was before people turned on him. Was I forget what it was actually called. It was with Dan Harmon, and he had a special guest on every episode. It was actually just kind of funny to see people who were like out of their element just throw the game into chaos. But I've heard a lot of good things about Critical Role. That's the one with let's see, Matt Mercer. I think Felicia Day was on it, at least a little bit, if not the entire thing. There's a couple of other names on there I should know, but yeah, I'm pretty certain that's the one I'm thinking of. Okay, we need to go down to Dusttown. Damon Harmon's known for gaming. He used to get strong. Yeah, yeah. He had a couple of interesting guests on there, though, that just threw everything into chaos. So it did make it pretty funny. I mean, if I was in the game, actually trying to play the game, or especially the DM, I would have hated it. But it's entertaining for us kind of normies to watch. Let's go talk to... Where are you, dude? I'm certainly not just looking for a conversation to start because I have to respond to a message. Okay, where's the guy? Was he not down here? Was he in the common area? I may be in the completely wrong area.
Well, look at that. It's not often old Nadezhda sees a fine-dressed stranger here in Dust Town. Help a poor cripple.
Ooh, 5 silvers? Alright, do we believe her? Or is she swindling me? Felicia Day told Matt Mercer he should monetize their game. The players and Matt, who is a DM, are all voice actors. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I thought that was the case. Which I guess would make for a pretty entertaining D&D session. Because you get people who are so used to stepping into different roles and playing things in different voices and such. Okay, here's 5 silvers. I'll take a chance.
Well, thank you truly, my lord. That's right good of you. It takes a stranger to notice how bad things are, huh? No dwarf would lift a sodding finger. Excuse my language. What takes you out of the diamond quarters, stranger? You got a vice you're looking for old Nadezhda to fill?
Ooh, well, hold on. Hold on now. Yeah, how'd you get crippled? Yeah, let's go ahead and pry. I just gave her some money. She asked me. I'm gonna go ahead and pry into her personal life.
I'd say it was an accident, try to get some sympathy coin, but you look like you'd rather hear the truth. I was running protection for the Carta when some guardsmen caught me. Duster I was with had coin for a bribe, but I took a stand. Guardsmen broke my sodding kneecaps and had me kneel in dung until the infection set in. Never healed proper.
Can they just get away with that?
I don't know where you're from, but in Orzammar, casteless have no lineage, so it's no crime to hurt you. You're born to wear a branded face in Orzammar, and you'll live your life in Dust Town.
Maybe not once I install the new leadership. Don't mind me just waltzing into somebody else's territory and overthrowing the government, a liberty. What do you mean by brand?
Means you don't exist. It tells everyone who sees you not to work with you, not to serve you, and not to care if you're hurt. The Deep Lords burn it into us the day we're born, so no one accidentally oversteps her place.
Okay, I should probably be going.
I'll just stay out of your way then.
Let's see here. Travis Willingham and his wife Laura Bailey met voicing Dragon Ball here in Dallas Fort Worth. Oh yeah, that is where they do a lot of the voice acting for. What is it? I forget the studio. I used to know. Because I used to have these ideas that I might get up there and actually do voice acting before I realized that I can't do any voice other than my own, really. Laura kills it singing in Warcraft in the Daughter of the Sea animation. Funimation, that's right, yeah. Yeah, actually, I don't know the Daughter of the Sea animation because I never really played Warcraft. But, yeah. There's a lot of good stuff that comes... Okay. I understand the people who say you should always watch subbed, but when they really nail the dubbed the dubbed voiceovers for things, they can still really hit hard. They're not all great, but there are a lot of good ones. All right, we got to go find this Chantry dude. He must be back in the common area. I don't remember if you mentioned that you were Texas before, Andy, but yeah, I'm down a little bit north of the Houston area. Myself, personally. Oh, there he is.
Andraste teaches that patience is the child of wisdom, but I'm eager to hear if you've seen the Shaper.
He agreed to let you hold prayer meetings. Don't go crazy. Don't push your limits. But yes, you can.
Oh, praise the Maker! You truly walk in the light, friend. I already found a convert among the merchants who offered his shop as a temporary chantry. It's just by the tapsters. Please, come to our first service.
Do I have to? No. Andy says, I like dubbed Full Metal, which Travis Willingham voiced the flame. Okay. Yeah. Dubbed Full Metal is done really well, I think. So Flame Alchemist, that was Mustang, right? Roy Mustang. Okay. Their first attempt at that anime was good. It went off the rails at the end because they didn't know what they were doing because they hadn't caught up with the manga. When they redid it, one of my favorites ever. My favorite is Cowboy Bebop. I've got you can't see it on this camera. I've got the Swordfish Spike ship up there, and I've got the DVDs and the manga and such. But yeah, Roy Mustang's goddamn best scene ever. When he shows up and just toasts the lust with the lighter that was given to him. Oh my god. Whew. Every single time. It gets me like both fired up and like, oh. It's so good. I need to go back and watch that. That is one of my favorite scenes in any show, anime or otherwise. You like the first one because the origin of the homunculus? Yeah. I mean, it's kind of interesting. I like both of them to kind of see the differences between them. I don't really dislike one more than... I guess I technically like the second more than the first, but not by much. And Tank, yes, you know. I'm a big fan of Seatbelts and Yoko Kanno. What Planet Is This is my ringtone. And that's a Cowboy Bebop song. Okay, I've completely lost what I'm doing. Because we started talking anime. Okay. I have to focus here. People are going to watch this later. I'm not going to... They're going to be like, what is this guy talking about? Okay. Okay, I have to leave to go to that. Slums. Okay, this one. This is the one I should have done while I was down there. So I bet it is... Yeah, but it's down here where I just was. The Shambhala movie is crapped on a lot, but the fight between Wrath and Gluttony is amazing. That was the... Yes. I think I've only seen that once. And it was one of those weird things where the ending wasn't what I wanted, but I didn't hate it. It's kind of like that, like a bittersweet sort of ending. I need to go back and watch it. It's been a while. Okay, maybe you, since you have a name. I should have talked to you earlier when I was here.
What do you want, Warden? You're out of your element down here.
Oh, yeah, you're a bald dude. You stole the thing.
Is that so? What makes you think anyone here would turn me, I mean, this person in? You've walked into a sodding fight, Warden, and I've already passed your stupid tome along. Too bad for you.
So it was... Okay. Hold up. I'm having a drink. My character class is a rogue. Specifically focusing on archery. As opposed to stealth and like daggers and backstabbing and such. Apparently can be a pretty good class, but it takes a little bit to build it up. Squeaky Mouse says, popping in to say hi and drop a like. Catch the replay, y'all. All right, thank you very much for dropping in. Emma was asking for you earlier. She was wondering where you were.
I am your death. It is a good day.
Classic Skyrim stealth archer, dude. every time I play Skyrim, I'm like, I'm gonna be a dark elf and I'm gonna do magic and such, and I go, I could be a dark elf and do magic and do conjure bow and go stealthy. But like every time I play Skyrim, it's stealth archer. Okay, didn't have the stolen tome. The receipt on his body suggests that he may have passed it to someone in the proving grounds. Okay, back to the proving grounds. I should have done all this before I fought. Why did I get the feeling that not only this stream, but probably the next one is going to be me running back and forth throughout Orzammar? Back to... not that. Proving grounds. There we go. I mean, I guess it could go full stealth and actually do archer in both, but...
Win?
I just have a hard time seeing how I could do that with all these guys catching attention. Oh.
I see. And?
Can you mend it when we get back to camp?
Can't you mend your own clothes? Why do I have to do it?
Sometimes I pick up too much fabric and it ends up all puckered and the entire garment hangs wrong afterward. And you're, you know, grandmotherly. Grandmothers do that sort of thing, don't they? Darning socks and whatnot. Don't want me to have to fight Darkspawn in a shirt with a hole, do you? It might get bigger. I might catch cold.
Oh, all right. I'll mend your shirt the next time we set up camp.
Oh, and while you're at it, the elbows.
Alistair, come on, man.
Careful, young man. Well, puckered garments may be the least of your problems.
Alistair, you're a good tank. Why you gotta be this puss sometimes? Just... God damn it, man. Have you never had a hole in your shirt and just dealt with it? Lord help you if you wear a hole in your underwear, because most guys just consider that breathing. It's just extra airflow. Excuse me. All right, who in here has the thing? Varric, your name is yellow. I'm gonna assume it might... Oh, wait, no. Okay. There's a couple yellow names. Let's start with Varric.
I can't believe it! The ancestors came out of the sodding ground to kiss your feet, Duster.
All right, not you. Okay, not the other guy, because he was part of the other quest. Not the other guy, because he just sends me to fight. Okay, I'm pretty certain it's not you, because I just kicked your ass.
Your victory means nothing. The Assembly knows better than to base its vote on one proving.
Well, maybe you don't know the Assembly.
I've been sick for days. You should have seen me last week.
Andy says in the Baldur's Gate games, you can put a follower in the lead. Usually highest charisma if the one in the lead is a plate-wearing tank that will draw the attacks and offer stealth backstabs. I mean, there's a lot here where you can pause the gameplay and switch over to another character and take control of them to do something. Plus, oh, where is it? It's... You can set... there's a lot of depth here that I'm barely touching the surface of. You can set tactics, and as you level them up, you get more tactic conditions. So, being attacked by a range attack, it activates shield defense. Nearest visible enemy, shield pummel, that sort of thing. So I'm sure there's things there where I could set up more tactically, but I tend to play this a little bit more actively, I suppose. It's not really too different from the old Knights of the Old Republic games, where you can pause and queue up abilities and things like that.
I will help however I can.
I don't know. I probably would play that way on my own, but I don't think it would be very fun to watch or listen to, because I would just be sitting here going, oh, what? Because you can zoom out like this. Hang on, let me see if I can do this. Yeah, you can zoom out like this as well and issue orders to move and such. So you can play it a little bit more isometric, tactical sort of thing, where you send characters to or certain areas to do things like, what is it? You can toggle move freely off, so I can move myself over here.
A task?
I can move Alistair over here. I can move Morgan back here. So there is that there available for people to do who really want to dive into that kind of thing.
Would you like something?
I'm just kind of dumb sometimes, and nobody wants to see me flounder around, so I tend to keep it simple. Turn-based versus click spam PvP. Oh wait, okay, hold on. You can also choose from different NPC to build the party. You can build an all-stealth party. Yeah, I mean there is a lot more variety here than I am showing off. I recognize that. I'm just keeping it simple because otherwise we're not going to get anywhere ever. Which reminds me, quick save, because the saving system in this game is not very forgiving. Okay, okay. Okay, you didn't want to talk. You didn't want to talk at all, did you? Attack, please. Thank you.
Best be wary.
Okay, Alistair, you're looking okay. Take down the ranged guy. Okay, good. Like, for example, when it comes to tactics, I've got Wen set up mostly to be healing, and Morgan to be more of a status support. Alistair is my tank. So you can set up things so you don't have to micromanage. Okay, you need to go.
Have you no concern for your own existence?
Run while you can.
Enough.
I mean, at its core, the way I'm building my main character is pretty boring. Basically, just right-click and basic attack. But I don't know. It does the job.
This deal was all their making, Warden. Technically, I haven't done anything wrong. We have no business. Unless you want to make a few coins. Not that I'm suggesting anything, but you're holding the prize now.
No, I'm holding the weapons. I should shut you down hard.
Yes, well, I'll keep my nose clean until you're long gone. How about that? I'm just a businessman. I merely exploit opportunities. I won't get in your way.
Alright, so do I have the thing? Cover the tome. Great. We can go turn that in. So if I clean this up, you might want the purple stuff. Not that way, this way. And he says, I want multiplayer sandbox or MMO open world that resembles tabletop D&D. As an old school player, we always want to game, but schedules interfere. Yeah. The closest I got to regular tabletop gaming was for a while there. I played Hero Clicks with a buddy, which I recognize as like very entry level tabletop stuff. But yeah, our schedules were the problem that we had because we worked at the same place and we were both. He was the manager, I was the third key, which meant we were very often working opposite of each other, so we just couldn't get together and play very often. Just playing online at any time with friends, the visuals of video games, customization, love the balance variety. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the great things that we've got right now is that you can, because my brother and his girlfriend do online D&D, so they have that availability of online flexibility, not necessarily having to travel and be at the same place every single time. But it's still kind of technically old school tabletop D&D. It's just not sitting across from each other. But it would be pretty cool to get that sort of thing. You might start seeing that with the Unreal Engine, because so much stuff can be rendered in real time. You might start seeing some platforms develop that into something you can use for online D&D, where you get that sort of 3D interaction as well. But we'll see. All right, give me a second. I'm gonna refill my drink and figure out where I'm going next. And gonna do this. Be right back. Okay, back into this. Vampire the Masquerade is fun. My favorite is Champion's Hero System, 5 powers and points. Okay. I have heard of Vampire the Masquerade, but mostly in terms related to the video game that came out. But I'm pretty sure that I knew at some point that it was based on like tabletop or that like old school sort of role-playing environment. Return it to Shaper.
But you did not enjoy your Templar training?
That's directed at...
Actually, before we go all the way back there, let's just go straight down into the deep roads and do some digging around. How do I get back up to the deep roads?
Do you see any others about who have failed at their religious instruction?
I didn't fail. I was recruited into the Grey Wardens.
And if you had not been
Morgan, I used to like you, but you're just kind of mean.
Instead?
I would have turned into a drooling lunatic, slaughtered the Grand Cleric, and run through the streets of Denerim in my small clothes, I guess.
Your self-awareness does you credit.
Alright, let's drop a hard save here in case I do something wrong. Which is likely. Let's see, we're coming about an hour and a half. Okay, we can do a little bit more here.
What's this? A human? Did we make these tunnels tall enough for humans?
Have you seen the roofs you guys have carved? They're tall enough for giants.
And I've heard nothing of any new patrols scheduled to leave today.
What I'm doing here is none of your business, little man.
It'll be our business when we drag your corpse out.
The Darkspawn have pulled back, but they are down there.
Either we finally have the edge, which I doubt, or the beasts are building up numbers for the next attack.
Well, lucky for you, on Grey Warden. Shigo actually made their move on the surface. Yeah, they have made the move on. Yeah, they've made their move on the surface. You're down here, not paying attention to things. They've already made their move. You're not saving anybody. Let me go do my thing.
The surface? But I thought the vermin never went up that far, except
during blights. Ancestors save us if that's what's happening.
Will you let me pass? Ooh, okay. What do you know about Paragon Branca?
What anyone knows. She went out there with her entire house and she's never coming back.
You don't think maybe she's still there, Commander? She is a Paragon, after all.
And now she's an ancestor. No one lasts 2 years in the tunnels.
Except maybe her. You don't know. You haven't been down there. Yeah, are Darkspawn the only dangers in these tunnels?
Of course not. Down here, you're bound to run into giant spiders, deep stalkers, and other vermin.
Giant spiders, not afraid. Okay, they're giant, so maybe. Deep stalkers, that's intimidating. Other vermin, that could be anything. A cockroach. Yeah, what are deep stalkers?
Ugly beasts they are. Walk on 2 legs, but they have the head of a worm and hunt in packs. Watch out. They're not afraid to take on a group their own size.
We're talking individual size or a group that just happens to be as large. Okay, I'm thinking this way too much. Are there no dwarves past this point?
A few outposts. Legion of the Dead mostly, fools that they are. Some scavenger types too.
Legion of the Dead? What's that? Sounds cool. Can I join?
It's an independent company of soldiers. They accept no command but their own.
I like
Anyone
'em.
who can bear arms can join, no matter his crimes or sanity.
Like
They
'em
hold
even
a
more.
funeral when they join and swear their only goal is a glorious death.
Not a fan necessarily of that. I'd like to live a while. Will you let me pass?
Into the deep roads? Not without a full unit of soldiers to back you, my friend. Or Adesher's permission to risk yourself. Orzammar can't afford to lose its citizens or honored guests on casual visits to the deeps.
Alright, can't go down
for your
there yet
sake,
then.
I hope you've no reason to come here again.
Guess we're gonna go turn in Thief in the House of Learning. Yeah, I need to go down there. I have to go to the circle. Let's go down to the deep road. So I need to go talk to these guys. I need to do one of these. First, we'll turn in this, and then, all right, we'll go talk to the people in charge before I get down there and get my hands dirty. Okay, wait, he is... Okay. This way. Got lost again. It happens. Crazy the Rogan podcast. I haven't listened to it yet. I mean, I've seen people commenting on it on X and such, but I'll be getting to that probably tomorrow while I'm doing my work on my car. Okay, we need to go to the Shaperate. That's right. I mean, although technically you could say Crazy the Rogan podcast for any episode of Rogan and it would probably apply. But yeah,
News of the hour.
that'll be an
Does Lord
interesting listen.
Caramon
I'm looking forward to it.
Think that Orzammar can hold off the dwarves forever? The assembly...
Just watch a few minutes is all to see when Sam's show starts. Yeah. Shaper. Okay.
You found it. Warden, you have my gratitude. You're a bright spot in an otherwise dark time.
It wouldn't be so dark if you guys lived up top where there's a sun. But you do you. Alright, let's go talk to the... Okay, dressing the assembly looks like a place to start. Vartag. Okay, let's start with the assembly. Been watching Manor Lords and Soulmass streams lately. Can't say I know those. I have so much that I'm so behind with on YouTube anyway. I miss a lot of things, but more builder games and RPG. Okay. I've got a couple in my library that definitely fall in under builder stuff. Basically, half of my library is the free stuff that they give you on Epic Games, just simply for having the Epic Games launcher. So every week or two, I just go there and just download stuff that I might never play, but I've built a pretty significant library of games that I have paid $0 for. And there's a couple of builder games in there that they have my interest.
You're awfully bold, walking right up to me after coming out against Prince Balin and the Proving. You do know who I am, right? I'm Vartag Gavorn, the Prince's chief advisor.
Hey, look, I accidentally signed up with one side. I didn't mean to. But it also just happens to be the side that doesn't think a royal family should rule just because of the royal family. Maybe things need to change. Liberty. It's in the beard. No, I'm not going to explain. I just want to meet him.
Well, you have an unusual way of showing it. Why would the Prince possibly meet with someone who came out publicly against him?
Manor Lords was created by one guy who researched medieval buildings. Start with 5 families and 10 buildings. Okay, that actually is starting to sound a little bit familiar. I may have seen something of that. That is interesting, though. The whole start from nothing and make everything. Might need to take a look at that. Want to make it up to Bayon. He's rightful king, and now Haramon trusts me, unlike your other spies. Now, I'm going to stick with Haramon. I don't know that I chose the right side, but I chose the side at one point. And I'm sticking with it. I'm not going to be an ass and switch sides. No flip-flopping.
I see your point. Had you come to us first, Haramont would have suspected you. But now, he has no reason to think you're anything other than his champion. On the proving grounds and off.
What are you doing? You gave Lord Haramont your word.
My lady, you do not know Haramont as we do. Long has he plotted to steal the throne from the Idukans.
And they say your prince killed his own brother and father. It seems it is only Lord Haramont's influence that prevented him from profiting from his crime.
Keep your companion under control. I would hate to see her thrown into the deep roads because of...
Oh, Wynn's not going to like this, is she?
Haramont seems an honorable man. This Prince Balin will not even deign to speak with you. Why should you help him?
I should not judge him for understanding full... Yeah, I'm just going to go full persuade.
I suppose I never considered that.
So, it's agreed then? You will infiltrate Haramont's ranks for us?
Wait, I'm infiltrating Haramont's ranks? No! God damn it, did I just accidentally switch sides because I wasn't paying attention? Son of a bitch. I did flip-flop. This is what happens when I'm playing a game, reading chat, getting messages. How far back is my save? That's gonna determine what I do now. Is how far back is my save? Tell me what you want to know. Just
There's
goddamn.
plenty we want to know, but I'm still not
I
convinced.
thought Wynn was chastising
If you
him,
really
not
want
me.
Balin's trust,
Damn
You'll
it.
have to prove your loyalty to Harrowmont is just an act. What has he asked you to do next?
I don't know. I haven't met with him yet.
Then find
God
out
damn
and
it.
come tell me. If you want to be of use to the prince, this is your chance to prove it. And stay away from Lord Helmy and Lady Dace.
Look, I didn't mean to choose to side with Lord Harrowmont the first time, but he's also the guy that believes that a royal family shouldn't just rule because they happen to be the royal family. So that gets my Texan and American and Liberty beard all riled up, and I got to stick with that. Okay. It's what? Let's see. Look at the time here. Okay. Okay, that's not far back. That is not far back. That's like 6 minutes back. We are going back because I clicked the wrong thing and wasn't paying because I was not paying attention. Snail Messiah. Yay, I get to live DAO. Welcome, buddy. Called save scumming, but I don't want to be responsible for the trader's choices. Look, there's a couple people. I think Snail was one of them who is just like it's just how you have to play this game, because sometimes if you don't do the whole save scumming thing, it's gonna fuck you over, and you're gonna be playing the same thing that you did an hour ago. Okay. Let's try this again and try not to betray the guy that I just fought for and pledged my allegiance for and announced amongst everybody that I was his champion. Let's try again. Snail says, hello, most amazing people in the world. The best chat in all of streaming. You flatter us, sir. But you being the messiah of snails, how dare I argue with you and say that what you say is not true? That would be dumb. Quick save.
You're awfully bold, walking right up to me after coming out against Prince Balin and approving. You do know who I am, right? I'm Vartak Gavorn, the prince's
I do
chief
now.
advisor.
Alright, I'm just going on in. Well, you're representing a loser.
Hope you keep that sense of humor when the Assembly votes Harrowmont out on his ear.
You know what? That made that whole conversation a lot simpler if I just was a sarcastic ass. All right, never mind. We don't have to talk to that guy much anymore. We are Texans and revel in your praise. That's right. We do.
The assembly is in session. Enter quietly if you wish to observe.
I mean, at the risk of making people out there judge him, I don't. Because he's a badass. He's a badass snail and our messiah. But if you didn't know, and I think I've got the word proper, snail is Danish. If I remember right. It's going to be really embarrassing if I have that wrong. That's what you folks like Denmark are. Okay, I shouldn't have said anything because now I'm like second guessing myself like a bunch. Okay, good. Woo, woo. He says, "Indeed, I am one fat Danish in the window of a baker." Regardless where he is on the other side of that big old body of water, he's a badass in my book and an honorary Texan as far as I'm concerned. Andy says I've traveled all over, and opinions of our wonderful state vary widely. I'm sure they do. I've been on the internet and played games long enough that I've heard plenty of opinions.
Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass such a writ. Half our houses would go broke without the service trade.
The proposal is only effective until we have a king to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
Leaving you conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a
I don't
pike
like these dwarves that don't have beards. They should all have beards.
Assembly. I've already doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
Still, since you are what you eat, so what are lesbians?
Sympathizers are
I
tying our hands with trivialities.
mean,
They may
lesbians?
as well open us to the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
And I suggest you have a taste of my family's mace.
Enough. The
Wait, if we
assembly
apply
is
that
in
logic, then
recess
what
until
does
the
that
members
make
can
me?
regain control of their emotions.
I just talked all over that just story. All right, buddy, what do you got to say?
Stone-forsaken fools and dusters. I'm sorry. This is the assembly of the clans. Only dashers and occasional guests of state are allowed in.
I'm a guest of state. Yeah, you don't recognize the Grey Warden?
Forgive me. I am so exhausted. I completely forgot about the message from the gate guard. Welcome to Orzammar, Warden. I hope you can forgive our unrest. The loss of our king has hit us hard. Respect for your role
Who
is
was that
great,
puppet movie?
but you won't receive a proper hearing until we have a king on the throne.
What was it actually called? It was Team America World Police by Matt Stone, Trey Parker. America! Fuck yeah! Coming to save the motherfucking day, yeah! That's right. sorry. I'm so sorry, guy. I'm so sorry. Yes. A blight is coming.
Troubling, but it will still seem distant compared to the empty throne. The assembly is blind to all else.
Also, Andy, if you've not seen that song set to a clip of a bald eagle walking along like a sandy beach, and somebody draws arms on him, oh, it's perfection. Yeah, does this city not care that the world is about to end?
This is their world, and it ended when Endron died.
All right, well, is there any way that I can break this stalemate?
I must admit, Warden, I am at a loss myself.
Okay, you've
It
seen
lies
that
with
good.
Prince
That is one of my
Balin
favorite
or
things
Lord
on the
Harrowmont,
internet.
And they are slow to trust anyone in these uncertain times. I only wish there was more I could do for you.
Okay. Well, that didn't really lead us anywhere. All right, so we've got go down to Deep Roads, go to the Magi, and go down the Deep Roads. So, how do I get to the Deep Roads? I need somebody to give me the okay to go down there.
I have nothing more to say to you.
All right, fine. Can I go in here?
It shall be done.
Nope.
Warden, I'm afraid the assembly is still locked in debate. What can I do for you?
Can I go to the Deep Roads? How's the election looking now? Who's on the assembly so we can break the stalemate? I probably already asked this, but I was reading chat and talking, so...
I must admit, Warden, I am at a loss myself. It lies with Prince Balin or Lord Harrowmont.
Very similar to
They are
Squirrel's
slow to
lightsabers,
trust
but yes.
anyone in these uncertain times. I only wish there was more I could do for you.
There actually is a guy who, I forget his name, who specifically would do things with birds, where he would put arms on them and animate things. Oh, I should look that up. It's a lot of really funny. I don't know if he did the bald eagle one, but it's definitely in his style. Okay, let's go to Do I want to go here because I'm kind of fighting against them? All right, let's try the Orzammar Royal Palace. See if I can get passage to the Deep Roads. If I can't figure this out in the next little bit, we're just going to go ahead and end it, and I'll do research and figure out what I'm missing, and then start it up next time. But I kind of want to do a little bit more here. Especially because Snail Messiah is here. I can't let the man down. Little guards. Little guards. Ooh, what's over here?
As you say.
Just gonna poke around and... Oh! Oh! Okay. Whoops. Check out the animators that did Superhero Bowl and Super Villain Bowl. Okay. Hang on. I'm actually going to write that down while I'm thinking about it. So I'm a weirdo who actually writes things down, because if I say, okay, I'll check it out and not write it down, I won't actually do it. Let's see here. Come on, pen. Right. Right. Written down. Yes, I'm sure there's somebody out there who watches this at some point down the road and thinks, what the fuck is he doing writing something down? Just type it in Notepad. Put it in your calendar. I don't know. I like writing things down. Okay, I accidentally made you mad, so pocket sand. All the references in one place is dizzying. You just die.
It shall be done. I must maintain.
Back.
Very well.
Victorious.
What's going on? Why, the ancestors. Good on you, Warden. You caught them in the act. Guess desperate times drive people to strange things.
Don't make me side with this guy again. I already sided with the other guy. Now I've got that song stuck in my head. America! Fuck yeah! It's just going over and over and over again. Okay, there's a lot more here to explore than I thought there was. I thought this was going to be like a short, like, stop when I first came here. Hello? Hello? This art. It speaks to me. Well, now that song's stuck in my head now, Andy. You sing Mana Mana, my head gets rid of earworm songs. See, all I end up usually doing is replacing an earworm with an earworm. And that's what you've just done here now. What was that? Hello, I would like to talk to the guy that I'm trying to overthrow.
No one enters the prince's estate without an invitation.
Well, I probably won't be entering then, because I don't think he wants to see me. That song is repetitive, so it doesn't stick in your head. See, repetitive songs stick in my head, too. I'm going to have to get something like... Oh, let's go with Soul Coughing Circles. I'm going to have to, like, sing that to get this unstuck from my head. I don't need to walk around in circles, walk around in circles, walk around in circles, walk around in... I don't know why, that song just popped in my head. I'm going to go with that one now. This is the song that never ends. Andy, don't make me ban you. What? Don't do this to me.
For Lord Dulin Forender, you'll find him at Tapsters, taking his evening break.
Okay, I think I just have to go ahead and go full on with the overthrow of this government before I can do anything further. So I'm going to have to drop a hard save here. Because I can't get into the deep roads without approval. But I can't really go further without... Yeah, I think I'm just going to have to... I think I'm going to have to overthrow a government. Typical America. Waltz into somebody else's territory and tip it on its end. Oh, Soul Coughing Super Bonbon. Yes. I only know those songs from Cartoon Network's Adult Swim back in the day. Whenever, okay, to the tavern. Like, they would put Super Bonbon and Circles, like, as part of their commercial breaks occasionally. I don't know, it's just one of those weird things that sticks with me. I need to go to tavern, that's right.
I shall do it.
Hold on a second. Gotta turn the foot fan off. It's getting a little chilly. Dulin! We're gonna save right here because I don't know what's gonna happen. You know Super Bonbon from your Napster surfing days? Oh, those were the days.
Are you ready to see his lordship now?
When nobody was really concerned about what file sharing might introduce to your own computer. Oh. Ignorance was bliss, and we were all very happy people.
The honor is ours to have found such a staunch and upright ally. His lordship is looking forward to meeting you.
Okay, hold on. In art school and working on Jimmy Neutron? Really? At least I'm assuming that's what you mean by J Neutron. That's the only J Neutron I know. All right. Harrowmont, I have proclaimed your name. I have fought in your honor. Please, take your hands out of your ass. And don't make me regret this. Movie and show made in Irving, Texas at DNA Soon. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. That's awesome.
I am Lord Pyral Harrowmont, and I thank you for your efforts to help me preserve King Endrin's throne.
Okay, look, I really don't care who's in charge. I just need people to fight. Also, give me a companion, because I don't have a dwarven companion yet, and I think people are thinking I'm kind of racist, and I don't want to get that. So, yeah, let's do this. Give me my troops.
It is hard to consider the threat of Darkspawn on the surface when all we see is them retreating from our gates. Ultimately, the Assembly decides what troops to send. If they no longer fear civil war, they'll have no reason to hold back. If you want my support to count, I will have to be king. And right now, there is no sure way to get there. Have you heard of a woman named Jarvia and the criminal Carter she runs?
Okay, Andy, you're blowing my mind here. A lot of our crew had come straight from making South Park bigger, longer, uncut. I'm learning a lot here about you, man, my guy. That's awesome. I don't really know what to say to that. That's really cool. Let's see. Okay. Focus, Steven. I take them out, you take the credits. That's the plan? Yeah.
Glad you're so eager. If you help me shut her down, we can show the Assembly.
I wasn't even listening to what he said. I'm too distracted by Andy over here, just dropping these
the raw edges
facts.
Of the city where no one lives but castless and criminals. If you would help me in this, it would show the Assembly that I, and not Balin, have the ability to defend and rule this city.
Wait, I'm not going after the person that I gave 5 silvers because she was crippled, right? Look, I thought you were the guy that was like, hey, let's get rid of the castes and bring everybody equal. Don't be the bad guy, my guy. You've got a fantastic beard. Don't be bad. Okay, yeah, fine. I'll deal with Jarvia. Just be ready to help against the Blight. I don't think I feel good about this. I don't know what's happening anymore.
Do this, and I promise if I take the throne, I will not stop until the Assembly sends your troops. Look for Jarvia in Dust Town. Do whatever it takes to see that justice is served.
I feel like I'm doing something wrong here. See, Andy says, work the people who were drawn into the movie. Marine, I say next to was in fatigues in it, and an editor was one of the angels. Wow. That's really cool, man. I get zero idea. That's awesome. I didn't realize that you know, I guess I really shouldn't really be surprised that some of that stuff is done in Texas. I know there's far more like video game studios that are in Texas than I know. I worked the guy at GameStop who was just waiting for the studio that he was trying to work for to get his paperwork done. So, I mean, voiceover and animation studios, I shouldn't be surprised that there's so many of them. Okay, where is it sending me next? Oh, that's right, Dust Town. Color guy came to Texas to work on a movie to earn his SAG card. She needs 6 months experience to work in film in Cali. Oh, okay. I mean, I guess it's a good way to do it. It's probably especially good because I guess
all be aware that the Grey Wardens have allied with Lord Harrowmont. Be not afraid to follow suit.
Shut up, I'm talking. I guess it's especially nice because back in the day, you would really only see a lot of production in California. But having it spread out, I know Texas has some. I know Georgia they've had a big push for many years to have productions of any kind out there in their state. And Canada's always been big, especially with like the sci-fi stuff with Stargate, Farscape, and some for other ones I can picture at the moment, but I can't remember their names. Okay, we're going to Dust Town. That's right. Oh, that's right. Robert Rodriguez does have a production company around San Antonio. Forgot about that. See, even despite me being on 2 to 3 movie-related shows a week, I really know nothing about movies or Hollywood or anything like that. I know people who know things about them, and I just try to pull little tidbits to make myself sound smart. We need to go to Dust Town. This might... You know, actually, I think this might be a good spot to wrap up. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of start wrapping things up here. We're going to go down here to Dust Town. We'll pick up... As he quick saves in case this turns into a fight.
We must
Yep, I knew it. Okay, once we get to Dust Town, I think that's going to be where we stop, and we'll pick that up. That's a good, like, plot point to pick up the next time on the next stream. Okay, who is all here? Who is all there? You know what? Alistair, I'm assuming you're in there. I'm sorry. I'm doing it. Sorry, buddy.
You will not win. It's begun.
You need to heal up, dude. Okay, run, 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 and heal. Okay, rude. Alright, screw it. Come over here. Come over here. Everybody get over here next to Morgan. Morgan, you do... Oh, what is it? What's it? Yeah, Mind Blast.
Very well. All right.
Let us end this!
That went well.
Yeah, all the aggro belongs to me, that's right. Damn you. Hey, look, at least Snail this time you didn't show up 30 seconds before I ended the stream. Okay, we got that. We're good. Everyone good. Okay. At least I saw that attack coming. I think this is going to be a good spot to stop. I kind of want to go a little bit more, but I've got a couple other things that I need to do that don't normally conflict on a Friday night, but they are tonight. So I think it's going to be it. One of these days, maybe on a Saturday coming up in the next month or so, I'm going to try to do like I say a marathon stream. It's going to be a marathon for me, but probably like a 6 to 10 hour stream, just whatever the hell I want, switching games just as things like catch my attention. I don't know. I think that'd be pretty fun. Just kind of just hang out with you guys for a while. Thank you for everybody hanging out with me tonight. Andy, this has been a lot of fun. I think you've probably got a ton of stories that would be really fun to listen to. I hope I get to hear them someday. Snail Messiah, thank you for dropping by. I'm sorry that our time zones just don't sync up and you kind of catch the tail end of things or the rewatch when the chat isn't there. And it just is me saying weird things. You don't know what's going on. See, R2, the Icky was here earlier, my good buddy. Squeaky Mouse dropped in for a brief moment. Emma also. Anyone else that I missed or that watches this later on, thank you very much. I have I'm just doing this for the fun of it, and to think that I've got you guys that show up regularly or even semi-regularly. That's just, I never expected it. Do the YouTube things, click the buttons, hit the likes and things like that. Y'all know what to do. You don't need me to lecture you. Linktree/Beard of Liberty if you want to find me anywhere else. Any of the shows I'm on, such as, I got to get the beard out of the way, After the Weekend. That's the Monday show with my buddies JT Gunn and R2 the Icky. R2's been taking some time off, but you can catch me there on Mondays with R2 or with JT, and we take a look at some old movies, typically from the 80s and 90s from our childhood, because we're all about the same age. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling, hit my shortcut here. Andy, thank you very much. Have a good one, Beardo and chat. Yes, thank you very much, man. It's been a pleasure talking to you. We got to do this again. And I will see y'all when I see y'all, unless you see me first. Bye.